What's going on, you guys? So check it, right? Just the other day we had the categories and the nominees being released for the 2021 SA Hip Hop Awards. And I must say, from a voting standpoint, A-Reece looks like he might win all those awards for his categories that he's been nominated for. But it's also important that I explain how the awards are actually working this year, because there are some stipulations that are part of the voting process. So as I said before, like, Reece is leading in the votes amongst the public, and we as a public only count as 40% towards the total vote, whereas the judges make up the remaining 60%. Not to mention, we as a public aren't even able to vote for all the categories. So before I continue, let me just list the categories Reece has been nominated for, and then I'll elaborate as to why he might get snubbed. So he's been nominated for Best Video for the 5-Year Plan featuring Words. He's been nominated for Lyricist of the Year, as well as Mixtape of the Year for Today's Tragedy, Tomorrow's Memory, and lastly, Artist of the Decade. So 2 out of the 4 categories are 100% based on the judges' scores, and these categories are Lyricist of the Year and Mixtape of the Year. So that means, like, we as the voting public have no say as to who can win those categories. And the remaining 2 categories, being Artist of the Decade and Best Video, are based on the voting public and the judges. As I said before, guys, like, the voting public makes up 40%, and the remaining 60% is decided by the judges. So currently Reece is leading both voting categories, and it's clear, like, the Slimes are fully behind Reece, making sure that he takes all these awards home. And in a perfect world where it was purely based on the votes by the public, like, he would take everything, because you can see the numbers aren't lying. Like, the stats are there for us to see. But unfortunately, we don't live in a perfect world. Instead, the game, the music industry, and these awards are more so concerned about the politics. Like, there's too many industry games going on. But my question is, like, who are these supposed judges that are music industry professionals, and what qualifies them to obtain the majority voting rights? I mean, I would like to think we've reached a point in the game where gatekeepers shouldn't be a thing, but somehow they manage to interfere in shit that should be left up to the fans to decide. I mean, we're tired of these outdated procedures, because it's holding the genre back from progressing. And it honestly feels like we're being finessed, because having to pay for a vote that might not have any significance just means we're being exploited. I mean, if you add up all those $1.50, you'll come to realize that they're honestly banking on how much the fans care about their favorite artists. And at the end of the day, like, the fans are the ones who make the artists who they are. So they should be allowed to decide who should win which category with 100% control. And that goes for every single category. I mean, not being able to vote for some of the most crucial categories is honestly a slap to the face. And, you know, having Reece aside, right? Let's leave Reece alone for a second. It now becomes a thing of, like, the most deserving artists getting snubbed. I mean, we have niggas like Blackie, we have 25K, we have MT, who released some of the best music out this year, and they are the most deserving of certain awards. But imagine a nigga like Big Zulu taking those awards, or better yet, a nigga like Costa. And I mean, no disrespect to those guys, but it just doesn't seem right how certain things are being conducted for the awards. But taking it back to Reece, right? Like, this nigga dropped the hottest project out this year. Today's Tragedy, Tomorrow's Memory is a mixtape. But guys, it sounds like an album. And that should tell you everything. Like, the lyricism, the bars, the production, as well as the content. Like, everything was top tier on this tape. Like, guys, Reece doesn't do the industry games. We know he doesn't do the industry politics. So the fact that he actually submitted his tape should tell you that he actually cares. So the guys who are in charge of the award show need to realize, like, they'll be doing a disservice to the fans, a disservice to the game, and a disservice to themselves if they snub the boy. Like, you'll lose all credibility if things don't turn out how they're supposed to. But hey, that's just my perspective. Like, I could be completely wrong in my thinking, but you guys let me know. Anyways, guys, like, let me know as well if you think Reece might actually win some of those categories despite the stipulations in place. And do you feel as if everything's been done above board with the SA Hip Hop Awards? Please let me know in the comment section below. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the vid. please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So on to the next one. Peace.